I'm not going to procrastinate. Welcome to the show. And I want you to kindly do me a favor and just, you know what? Introduce yourself. Tell us who you are. Tell us where you're from if you don't mind.
All right. Well, I'd be happy to. My name is Christine Dean, and I'm a biofield therapist, and I reside in Missouri. And what I have discovered is this amazing link between our energy system and our pain system, and a way to utilize the tools we were born with, utilize our hands and our mind to create healing and reduce or completely eliminate symptoms of headache, migraines, nausea, tension, eye strain, aura, these things. I've discovered a link between it all. I've been using it on myself for more than 4 years. So I have personal feedback. I'm not just, relying on other people telling me how this works for them. And I'm excited to be able to share it with the world now. In my book that I recently launched last month, I take you through simple exercises that you can do. I show you how to do it on yourself, and I also show you how to do it on another person. It's an amazing technique, and it can bring relief in 60 seconds or less. Wow. And I know there's tons of people out there that are going to be skeptical about it, and I was too. And that's why it's taken me this long to bring it to the world. I wanted to make sure I was going to be sharing the right message with everybody.
Oh, my good. And you know what? I am more than sure that you have the right message to share. And of course, if you don't know, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dudes and dudettes, Christine is one of our featured authors on the GMAP Broadcast Network. All you got to do is simply stop by gmap1.com, click on the tab that is titled Featured Authors, and you'll see a copy of her current publication. And I'm currently showing it to you on our television screen. Headache Relief in the Palm of Your Hand. Well, tell us a little bit about this publication, if you don't mind.
Okay, what would you like to know?
Well,
it's a how-to book. Okay, so it's a how-to book. So really what this is a quick get into the book. How do you relieve your pain? When anybody's dealing with headaches, migraines, or the symptoms that come with them, the first thing you're wanting to do is get relief immediately. So I just do a brief introduction in the book, and then I take you right through it. I've identified like 8 different pain points in where migraine pain or headache pain resides on the head. And I instruct you on simple hand movements around your head. And, simple is great because that means that it's accessible to just about anybody who has mobility and the ability to follow written and visual instructions. I give you very clear written instructions on how to do this. And then I also give you a visual of the motions that you're supposed to do with your hands. And it's an off, no touch exercise. So you're, a couple of inches away from your body. And basically what I'm just teaching you is that we have an energy field that emanates around our body and in our body. And we can actually utilize our hands, which have electromagnetic properties, with that energy. And basically the way that our energy system works is if there's a restriction or a blockage in the flow, you get pain. That's the pain signal. If there's a blockage in our circulatory system or something along those lines, you get blood clots or, stents got to be put in to help, your heart and different stuff like that. Well, our energy system works very much the same way, only we're not necessarily taught how to interact with that in a healthy way. And what I have learned over about the last 8 years is how our body actually has this energy system. From number one, you have to know that you have it before you can actually interact with it. And I'm going to tell you, I'm an accountant. Shout out to any of my coworkers and people out there that are listening. And so for me, whenever I discovered this, I had to find the logical explanation of why does this work, right? Because I didn't want to feel like a fool in front of people whenever I'm sitting there telling them, hey, I can't guarantee that I'm going to get rid of your headache, but if you have one, can you let me wave my hands around your head for a few seconds? Right. You kind of sound a little bit ridiculous whenever you're saying it that way. But what I found is it's not just something that I can do. I have done this on people. I have shown people via video chat how to do this. I have written it down in a book, and people can follow along with it. And I think it's a great tool for anybody that suffers from headaches or migraines.
That sounds very, very interesting. Now, let me ask you this: what gave you the motivation to create a publication? Did you go through an experience? Did you have migraines yourself? What gave you that motivation, that desire to go ahead and release this information to people around the world?
Well, I experienced watching people that I loved suffer from headaches and migraines. And whenever you're watching somebody with a headache or a migraine and they're recurring, they have it frequently, as the person watching, you feel so helpless, right?
Yeah.
Because there's nothing that you can do. And I remember also my mother turned 50 years old and she started experiencing migraines. And it was hard to just sit there and watch and know that you're basically helpless.
Right.
You know, there's the over-the-counter pain medications that you can take. There's the more prescription pain meds. You can do lots of things, but there's nothing just real great that can grab a hold of it and shut it down. And so it was more along the lines of, man, if there was just something that we could do about this. And then fast forward years and years, right? I stumbled on this.
Mm-hmm.
I completely attribute this to God showing me and helping me connect the energetic dots. I was studying Donna Eden's energy medicine book, and I was reading about all the amazing energy systems in our body. And I had family that had a massive migraine, and it was so bad that her one eye was almost completely shut. She couldn't even open up her eye because the pain was so horrendous for her. And so I'm a biofield therapist, and I also do Reiki. And so I was like, well, let me try to do some Reiki on you. And I happened to just be sitting behind her, above her a little bit. And I asked her about her pain. I said, can you tell me how your pain is? Does it move or anything like this? And she drew on her head something I had literally been studying in this book.
Right.
And it was like an epiphany happened in my head. And so I asked her, I said, do you mind standing up for just a second? I want to try something. And so I did this on her, this method that, is in my book that I'm wanting to bring to the world. And I kid you not, within 10 to 15 seconds, her pain was almost completely gone and her eye popped open.
Wow.
How amazing is that?
Yeah.
How amazing is that?
Oh, my goodness.
And since then, I have discovered how in the symptoms that she had left over after that, there was a little bit of pain in her eyeball. And it's kind of like in the back of your eye. People who experience that pain will know what I'm talking about. And since then, I've also learned how to, if I can bring the pain and minimize it down to that much, I can also get rid of it completely.
Yeah. Wow. And I'm sure there is so many people around the world who probably experience this and really just don't know the resources to really to have in order to try and relieve that pain. I know for a fact that, I've had migraines, my wife, and I know this is going to be an outstanding book to read and find out more details about how it is that they can, overcome this pain. Now, I know that you would love to have people reach out and show their love, their support, and purchase a copy of this publication. What would be the process to do so? How can it be received by people who are listening and tuning in right now?
Well, you can message me via Facebook Messenger if you go to my Facebook page, Headache Relief in the Palm of Your Hand on Facebook. You can also contact me through my website. It is headache, HEAD, the number 8, CHE.com. And you can reach me through a contact page through there. You're welcome to email me at admin@headache.com with the HEAD, number 8, CHE.com.
Okay.
And I'd be happy to discuss more. And, my book is launched. And I'm also starting to teach live in-person classes this September. I have 4 dates on the books at Ebb and Flow Holistic Health here in mid-Missouri. So if you're interested in the area, you can come down here and get in-person session with me, and I teach you all of the amazing things that you can do with your hands to relieve headaches and migraines.
Wow. And
I'm also going to be doing offering services for on-site training at various businesses that would like to reach out. You know, headaches and migraines are so prevalent in the world. They're like the third biggest illness in the world.
Right.
Over 1 billion people in the world suffer from headaches and migraines.
Wow.
In 2002, Bank One, there was a study done by the University of Michigan, and Bank One's annual loss due to migraines is more than $20 million. And that was a study over 20 years ago. So can you imagine what that number is these days?
Yeah, wow. My goodness.
Yeah, there's like 131 million lost work hours in the U.S. alone due to headaches and migraines every single year.
Now,
every single year.
When you look at this situation and you know that you have the classes that you're setting up, and are you going to be doing this online at all for other people to try and chime in and see what it's all about?
Yes, I'm currently in the process of getting ready to launch an online on-demand course where people can do it, at their own leisure. They don't have to travel for it, and they'll be able to do it in the comfort of their own home, things like that. So I'm also going to be turning my book into a children's book. 10% of children in the United States experience headache and migraine. 10%.
Yeah.
That's 1 out of every 10 children.
Right.
Children who experience headaches and migraines can lose, I think the number's maybe 2 or 3 times more school days than a child who doesn't have headaches and migraines.
Right.
And the most amazing thing about this is if you have nausea, if you have a little bit of a nervous stomach, this technique will help you get rid of that.
Yeah.
It works on kids. How many of you all have children that sometimes get a little bit of a nervous stomach before they go to school in the morning?
Mm-hmm.
And I can teach you simple hand motions to do around them.
Right.
And then their upset stomach's gone. And then they can go on with their day.
Wow.
And it can take less than a minute of your time.
Wow, that's even more amazing. I tell you, once again, we won't forget about little old GMAP Broadcast Network down here. Of course, you can always stop by our platform and click on the tab that is titled Featured Authors. Of course, you will see a copy of the publication I'm currently showing you on our television screen, Headache Relief in the Palm of Your Hand, Christine Dean. And I am so honored and grateful, number one, that you have taken time to be here with us on today. Number two, you accepted the invitation to be a part of our broadcast network family to assist you on your journey, to help you get this information out to as many people as possible. I am going to continuously be doing a follow-up with you to find out how things are going and what people are asking, what the process would be if others want to get involved. And I just want to be able to let you know that if there's anything additional that we can do to assist you while you're on this journey, you have the phone number. Please don't hesitate to pick up the phone, give us a call, let us know what we can do to assist you. And I want you to know personally, the answer will always be yes, and you will never have to ask me twice, okay?
That's awesome.
She said that's awesome.
Thank you so much for this amazing opportunity to share this tool that I think is going to be life-changing for people.
Well, I don't think it's going to be. I think it already is. I always claim that, and I say to people around the world, your destiny was determined before your delivery. This was something that was instilled in you long before you even thought about it. And everyone cannot do what it is that you're doing. And you have been placed in a very particular position to assist people, as many people as possible, to get beyond this. It's almost like an epidemic. It's almost something that you can't you can't avoid it. It's something that's guaranteed to happen to you and or someone connected to you. And we want to be able to assist you at getting the information out there so people can know what, how, when, where, and who to talk to in order to try to overcome, what they're experiencing in situations like this. I'm definitely going to be inviting you back because I want to keep in touch with you. I want to make sure that we continue to get the information out there as much as possible. And if there's anything that we can do to assist you along the way, don't hesitate to give us a call and let us know how we can help you, okay?
Thank you.
Oh, my goodness. Featured author on the GMAP Broadcast Network, Christine Dean. Again, if you want to stop by our platform, GMAP1.com, don't forget to stop by our website, find out more intimate information and details about the publication, the classes that are going to be available, the author, and I want you to show your love, care, concern, and support by leaving a review in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Even if you have to make a comment on social media or her website, let her know what it is that you have overcome, how this may be helping you. And I'm sure she will appreciate that, and others that are considering reaching out to her for this situation to overcome their situations with headaches and things of that nature. I'm sure they'll appreciate it as well. So, Christine, we definitely are going to be inviting you back. I appreciate you stopping by on today. And please don't hesitate to give us a call if there's some additional things that we can do to assist you, okay?
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for being here. I look forward to talking to you again soon. Until then, we want you to continue to be blessed and be a blessing. Have a wonderful, fantabulous rest of your day. And I look forward to speaking to you again soon. Right here.
Thank you. And thank you. Thank you again, Kevin, for everything that you've done for me and for helping spread the word of this to the global community.
Amen.
Appreciate you all, and you all have a wonderful, safe weekend.
God bless you. Enjoy your holiday that's coming up. Until then, have a wonderful day. And again, stop by GMAP1.com. Click on the tab that says featured authors, and you'll find the publication that I'm showing you. Headache relief in the palm of your hand. Right here on the #1 station in the nation. GMAP Broadcast Network, GMAP1.com. Until next time, God bless you and have a great day.
She rattled the ice in my plastic cup. I said, yes, ma'am, fill her up. Tell me something good that I don't know. 'Cause this world's been kicking my behind. Life ain't been a friend of mine. Lately I've been feeling kinda low. And she looked back over her shoulder, pointed at the sign hanging up on the wall. It said, everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be